LeBron back in town, going behind the back. Lakers bringing their show to Phoenix. First half is a game of runs. The entire game is a game of runs. Suns banking on Jalen Green to cover for the list of missing Suns. Phoenix led by 10. LUKA and the Lakers then turn it up in the third quarter. They take a 13-point lead, and we are just getting started. Grayson says, not so fast with the pickle, the pick, and the triple. He had a sensational third quarter. COLIN steers the Suns in the fourth quarter. What a game, back and forth. There was LUKA magic late in the fourth quarter, but it was Royce with his own magic. Grayson kicks to COLIN, who finds Royce, and he was rolling with that three. Suns win it. Thrilling fashion over the Lakers. 113-110. Welcome to Suns postgame time. Sponsored by Sweet James with the tank and the legend. And Eddie Johnson calling this the biggest win of the season. We've had a bunch of him, but he really earmarked the fact that the Suns without the trio of players, Brooks, Booker, and Goody.
It was a great game. Great win. I mean, they played so well at the end. Obviously, Luke is one of those guys who can do that, but the best call of the night was pickle. I've never heard Tom Leander in 29 years say pickle. And that's a great one. You pick it and you shoot a triple. It's a pickle. Have you ever heard that before?
No.
Me either.
Did I ever tell you I love you? I love you, Tom Chambers. Because I tried it out on our producer right now, Lucas. He wasn't so thrilled with it.
I almost just spit out my water. I was just so amazed by that call. What a pickle.
Oh, my goodness. LUKA finished with 41 points. I mean, his comeback almost single-handedly in that fourth quarter. What were you feeling at that point, Frank?
There's something about LUKA in this. He must love it here. I feel like every time he's in this building, he puts on a show. He must either hate the fans or just like the building.
He hates Devin Booker, and it's usually against Devin, but tonight it was against the other guys out there. But, yeah, he does that. I mean, that's what he's done his entire career is just bring teams back and keep teams in it. I mean, even if he's the only guy out there, he had a couple of guys out there that were helping him tonight. But, yeah, he's a special kind of talent and certainly a franchise player.
He's not afraid to make, shoot any shot except for the one we talked about.
Well, and I thought it was going to be the kiss of death because we threw out that stat that came out today that in the last two regular seasons, 207 players in the NBA have taken that shot to win or tie a game. LUKA's not on that list. I'm like, oh, no, we just set the table for that, didn't we?
Well, we set the table for Austin Reeves at the end. That was a pretty good look.
Yeah,
with
really
0.9 seconds left.
And Lakers and Suns come in number 6 and number 7 in the West. The Suns had won 2 of the first 3. Now they win 3 of 4. Have to talk about Grayson in his third quarter, COLIN Gillespie in his fourth. Grayson had 16 in the third, COLIN 13 in the fourth. And it was interesting, too, because those were the two guys that co-assisted on Royce's game winner.
Yeah, I mean, these guys just know how to play the game. And Grayson puts so much pressure on the defense, not just because of his three-point shooting, but he's the best driver. He's the best setup man on this team because he commands attention and he can knock that down. But, man, going to the hole, he's just strong as heck, Frank.
And he's just he's really physical.
Yes.
He's not afraid to get in there and jump into somebody, use his body, try to get a foul call, try to get to the paint and make a play for someone else. But COLIN, I mean, you can't talk enough about him I feel like he was getting beat up again out there. He just keeps going. He just keeps playing. He keeps looking for his shots. And when he's shooting the ball as well as he is, it's just really hard to guard him because he has that nice game with Oso where he hits and flips and he's so quick and just get off the screen and get a clean look.
And it's not like the Lakers don't know what COLIN Gillespie can do. I mean, he had his big breakout game in L.A. earlier this season.
Well, let me just say this. Grayson and COLIN, maybe two of the toughest guys in the entire league. I mean, just tough. They're not afraid of nothing. They'll go at you. And it's really a talent in this league when you can say you're physical offensive on the offensive end. And Grayson is. When he has the ball, he can hurt you. I mean, he can. He goes right at you and makes the referees make a call. But it's fun to watch him. And, boy, the Suns needed every bit of what those two guys had to offer tonight.
They did. I mean, talking about making 22 threes, those two guys really got to go in there in the second half. Yeah, and when they're shooting the ball like that, I've said it all year. When you make 22 threes, you have a great chance to win. But when those two specifically are shooting the ball well, it opens.
Well, you know the best call of the night, I missed it by 2 points. He was shocked.
Yeah.
He was shocked. You said, what, 107? I said 111.
Oh, my God.
He said 109.
And Leander's like, you know, we're going to get 83 points tonight.
Let's ask Grayson Allen.
Grayson.
Grayson, how many points do you think the Suns are going to score tonight? Oh, man. I think your answer would be just enough to beat the Lakers, and you would be happy.
More than the last two games.
Yeah, no kidding. I want to start you with the pass. I mean, you hit so many big shots, but then you and Colin, like I just said, co-assisted on the hoop for Royce for the game winner. But your pass, you're underneath the basket. What is happening in your mind right now?
Well, in the fourth quarter on a bunch of my drives, I had gotten some kickouts and one they tried to take a charge on. So I kind of, in the back of my mind, knew if I saw somebody low that someone on the weak side was going to be open. So it wasn't the prettiest pass, but figuring out a way to get it there to the corner.
Oh, it was pretty. You hung for like 6 or 7 seconds. You know, you kicked your legs out. You did everything you needed to do.
Slow-mo.
Yeah, it was super slow-mo. I was like, wow, Grayson's got some hang time out there, right there. But Grayson, I'll tell you what, you are tough as nails. Colin, tough as nails. This team needed somebody to set other guys up, to get into the paint, to cause a double team out there, and then find people. And tonight, you guys were picking yourself up off the floor all night long, but you knew you had to do that.
Yeah, that's something I had said. I mean, the last game especially, but the last two games, it didn't feel like, the guys that are up top, it's usually me, Colin, Jalen. Like, it didn't feel like we were getting each other or anyone else easy buckets. So, tonight, we hit the roll a bunch of times, got the bigs or some of our wings, some baskets on the roll, some dump offs. And then a lot of drive and kick stuff, getting open shots. And that's what led to a better offensive night for sure.
And early there in the second half, Coach Ott went 5 for 5, put the whole bench in at once, and you really were the igniter of that group. But talk about Rasheer and what he brought tonight. I thought he played a fantastic game. A rookie playing against Luka and LeBron, and hit some big shots there himself in the second half. What did you see from him? Yeah, I mean, first off, coming in and just asking him to guard Luka right away, I thought he did a really good job. Luka's going to score, but just trying to make it as tough as possible, getting some deflections, just winding the clock down for us defensively to get them into something tougher. I thought that was great, and to do it without fouling was huge. And then his energy, which he does every night, like I felt like he got 4 or 5 rebounds in the first 2 minutes he was in the game. Like he was everywhere, and then knocking down some threes too. He had a huge night for us. Amir too, off the bench, great night.
Yeah, Book out, Goody out, Dylan Brooks, but he's not forgotten because we have Dylan's dogs. We want you to hand out the top dog for the Suns in this spectacular win for the Suns over the Lakers. Who is your dog?
Tonight I'm going with Oso. And a couple of things, like we had to go to a switching lineup at the end of the game, 1 through 5, so we're asking Oso to switch. And then you see a lot of those threes that me, Colin, other guys are getting. It starts with getting a great screen to get us open. And so to start our offense, pretty much the whole game we were relying on him. And so I think he can get that. You're not going to get a bark from me, but he got it.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm not surprised after spending part of the evening with you and Oso last night and learning that you're his big brother. That was one of the most fascinating conversations. I know all the Sun season ticket holders loved it, so I'm not surprised you picked Oso because I love how tight you two guys are.
Oso said he got one of those disappointing dad looks from J.O. today during the game.
That was another one. I tried to recite all of your fun answers, and yeah, the disappointing dad look was something you talked about with Jordan Ott at times.
He yelled at him tonight. Coach Ott was into it. But I want to say this, okay? I'd rather beat any team. I mean, no other team, I should say. Do you like beating the Lakers as much as I just want to always beat the Lakers? Is that the team to you?
I mean, they feel like any other team in the West for us. One thing about tonight, though, it's a big win for us, and we knew it going into the game, especially coming down into the season. Standings are all close, so to get a win over a team that you're close with is huge.
All right, we'll cut.
Thanks, Grayson.
All right, the rest of us though, who's your top dog? I'm going Grayson. I'm going.
Yeah, I'll say that as well.
Man, that was so good. But like you said, Rasheer Fleming was spectacular in this game. And in the first half, when Coach Ott was talking about needing the energy, needing the juice, I don't think any of us are going to pick Rasheer Fleming to be that guy.
No, I mean, they played limited minutes. Coffey was a plus 20. Bouye was a plus 16, and Rasheer was a plus 19. And that's the reason this team wins, because they come in there, and they just had a heck of a stretch right there, defensively, rebounding the basketball, and effort.
And I think it's the importance of having a bench that you trust. I mean, they were lacking energy throughout the game, came out flat to start the second half, and the bench came in and just energized. They changed the whole game. And then when the starters see that, they know they have to match that or exceed that when they come back in the game. Bouye, Fleming, everybody, they just played with great energy. And when the starters came back in, you could tell that they wanted to pick up where the bench left off.
You see the numbers for Rasheer. What you don't see, he was a plus 19 in 21 minutes. And again, I'm so glad that Grayson brought up Amir Coffey as well. He was a plus 20 in 17 minutes. Bouye a plus 16. You talk about a bench performance.
They got after it. They really did. I'll tell you what, the performance too, Coach Ott. I have never seen Coach Ott into a game like this. I mean, he yelled at a couple of guys. I mean, he wanted this victory. He knew how important this was. And usually he's just kind of smiles when he's yelling. Tonight he didn't smile.
The disappointing parent.
There you go. Yeah. He was me as a parent. He was very disappointed.
Yeah. I don't know how I am as a parent yet. I'm still figuring that out. I'll have to ask ChatGPT later.
ChatGPT, what you'll be like.
You're going to be a great dad. And easy to spot too if you keep wearing the burgundy
top and bottom
suits. Yeah. Fourth quarter, we saw something that I can't recall seeing, a 6-point play. So it's Colin who hits the three-pointer. They call the reckless closeout on Ayton. So then he hits the free throw. The Suns get the ball out of bounds, and that leads to another bucket. So it's a 6-point play. Look at this. Oso cutting to the hoop. Have you guys ever seen that before? We saw something in the first half that we talked about we hadn't seen. The punch call. You're not allowed to fist punch a basketball.
Can't do it.
And then, but
jail. They take you to jail, actually. I looked it up.
Oh, did you? Really?
I mean, it was so awesome to see that play out there for these guys. That I mean, then to get the reckless closeout. But the Suns needed every bit of everything they got tonight. But you mentioned it, I mentioned it. The plus guys off the bench they were spectacular. Bouye, we haven't even mentioned him. Plus 16. Are you kidding me? These guys, it's good stuff.
Well, I kind of did, but you weren't listening to me.
No, I said it before you, and then you didn't listen to me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
We've said it 3 times.
Man,
actually.
What happened to the love at the beginning of this show?
Oh, they talk.
I'm going to talk about a pickle.
They talk to you. They talk to you, and you don't listen.
Just think about
they don't talk to me.
Think about the pickle.
I like that pickle a lot.
We're going to hear from Coach Ott. He was not a disappointed parent. He was an ecstatic dad tonight.